No, it's like he was a late bloomer that just got cut off before his time.
Don't write him off yet. So we're back here live, guys. And let's find out what's going to happen.
I'm gonna sleep with my long spear.
Sounds wise. Much like any good television show / anime, this combat is going to be cut up into sections. So,
Do we get transformation sequences?
no.
Oh, does
Well,
anyone have any spare armor they can lend me? Never mind, never mind. It doesn't really help.
I have a suit of, what do you call it? Studded leather you can put on.
Can't do monk stuff in studded leather at all.
Can you do like style feats though?
Um,
I don't know.
That I can't answer. I don't know anything about the style feats. I know that you lose all your monk
Style feats
bonuses.
don't require you to be a monk, so I would suspect no. Could still style feat while in armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wear that studded leather.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead.
This isn't your only pair, is it? Or suit?
I have magical armor that I will use instead.
Okay.
Okay, so
It doesn't stack, so it's one or the other for me.
And
So
I would like to see if I can scrounge up something to use, break off one of this.
and it's funny. It's funny the fact that I'm an elf and probably your same size. It probably fits a lot better than I would expect.
Yeah.
Well, we're lucky that we don't count actual sizes, because she is 5'1" and less than 100 pounds.
I'm 5 foot and 99 pounds. So I
Okay,
think
it
we are
actually
the same
will fit
size.
really well.
Nice.
Hey, I
Note to
know.
self, I
strangely
have a
around
new target for when I tell stories about who's been stealing underwear.
it fits a
I
little
know where I'm.
strangely around the hips. But
Yeah.
other than that. So let's get to it.
I'm also packing a dagger as well.
Yeah, I've got a dagger, but I wanted something to use that I can not do.
And how did you guys divide up those potions? I do not want one.
I'm gonna make you need two of them. I'll take the third. Mostly just that I can pour down you if you go
Yeah,
too
I'll
far
take
down,
two.
but go with the full defense and try to keep from getting torn up, and I'll do the best I can to beat them down. My biggest problem is weapon. You know, if I take the I do have a spike gauntlet that I can wear, and that'll get me around some of it, but it's still I can do non-lethal damage with that without the penalties. But
Don't you have your lovely brass knuckles?
I always have my brass knuckles. Yeah. So that's easy. But
Let's play out a scene real quick before we make any other decisions. Just to set the stage for the rest of the
all right.
day. So, the Bilgy Fight Day. Okay. The captain calls everyone on deck for work once again. And this time, he turns toward Mr. Plug and says, Mr. Plug, do you mean to be telling me... Yes, we are live. Do you mean to be telling me that you would like your sheet torn down already and reassign some of these crew members? And Mr. Plug goes, Aye, sir. Aye, Captain. I think I found the perfect man to man the bilges. Vardy there has been doing so well with his studies into the mystical art of fiendish albatross style. He needs to start building his strength, and he's asked me to allow him to work the bilges to help strengthen his muscles. And you can see he's trying to keep from laughing. And Master Scourge is in the back, like nudging Mahim, and he's like, "Stop laughing! Stop laughing!" All of Plug's crew are all like trying to keep from just bursting out laughing.
Dude, Mahim, why are you laughing? You are my boy.
I hate him though. I hate him so much. Mahim's like,
Kind of.
"Hey, all the ladies on this boat, they all want him now." It's hard to play the game with a player like him. So the captain just kind of frowns and says, "Now you listen here, Mr. Plug. You're quite young for a first mate, and when I first brought you on, I had full faith in you, but I'm quite disappointed that you would reverse a decision so quickly. I hope that you don't take any other rash actions like that in the future. Very well. This Novarti will be assigned to the brig." And you notice that two other folks have been assigned to to the bilge as well. It's Johnsus Jape and Narwhal have both been assigned to the bilge. And Sifreek has been reassigned to catching rats in midships. Below decks.
Well, at least won't be too far away. Just make a lot of noise.
Yeah, I'm still up on deck.
Yes, you are still sandzoning. Nothing has
You
changed
said-
for you.
I'm sorry, Jaundice, Jape, and whom? You say Tate or somebody else?
Narwhal. Yeah, Narwhal.
Oh, well. Okay.
The only two people I haven't gotten my claws into yet.
Of course.
You need to steal some more underwear.
This conversation is going down the wrong direction quickly. All right.
I give my Navardi looks at his comrades as if he's looking at them for the last time, and then he turns and goes to his duty at the brig.
Bilge.
All right. I gotta figure out some way to get below decks.
So, Navardi, when you go to attend your duty, Master Scourge is waiting outside. And he shakes you down for any hidden weapons you might have on you. Do you have any hidden weapons?
I mean, yeah, I said I was gonna bestow a knife on my body, so
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
yeah. I need to get trained by Mr.
Yep, I think you're screwed.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah.
So they remove the knife off of you and all of your other weapons. Make a
Okay.
perception check as you enter the bilge. They've barely, like, just ridiculous. It's like sitting right there in the back of their pants, like between their butt crack, like the hilt is sticking up. Both of them have daggers. They are barely even attempting to conceal them, and Master Scourge just like looks them over from the front and says, "No weapons. All right, go in." Everyone starts laughing, and then Scourge and Plug walk away.
So we didn't hide any weapons here, I assume.
No, I got caught both times.
Yeah. Just wanted to clarify.
So you can place yourself where you'd like down there in the bilge. You can choose the time and the place of your defeat.
Okay.
I'll try to catch Sarissa and see if she can do something to help me get downstairs without getting caught.
Unfortunately, you guys have your own work to do.
Yeah, I know.
Like cornered in the prison shower, I will find a spot where they can't flank me.
I see. All right, so after a few minutes of work,
I'm thinking of Navardi is really, Ionist spell components, and saying, "What the heck?
Might as well get the jump on him.
Might as well get the jump." And so he's going to start casting a 1-round spell. Throws some sand out. Starts casting sleep on him.
okay. During that time, they're obviously getting the jump on you at the same time. So they are going to move next to you and pull out their daggers. So it's really just going to be an initiative check to see who acts first, because sleep is a 1-round cast. As they step forward, Jonas Japes just says, "Listen, I'm sorry, mate. Is there anything you'd like to say before you leave this world?"
Good night and good luck. Initiative is really important.
You are acting first.
Got a chance. Oh, very nice.
Oh, I apologize. I've been told the audience can't see the map. Here we go, guys. This is happening. So, before they make their will saves...
But I want to announce that I'm also doing Kieran Strike style as a free action before I start casting sleep.
It's a swift action, but yes. Entering a style feat is a swift action. So, let's move on to someone else just to montage this. Sifreek, you're upstairs catching rats.
Yep.
You don't hear
Okay.
anything yet. You need to make a stealth, survival, or dexterity check to catch enough rats, cockroaches, and beetles to supplement the crew's protein.
Ooh. Stealth, survival, or dex? Let's go with stealth. Make it good.
Good enough. You sneak up on some rats and stab them to death.
Okay. And I'm going to keep a close ear out to see if I hear any ruckus downstairs. Hopefully, Vardy will make enough noise that I can...
As soon as you say that, you hear the cook and Kirill arguing loudly, and it's going to be difficult to hear anything over this clanging of pots and pans.
All right. If I already got my rats, I'm heading downstairs. I'll just get in trouble for it.
What is the save versus your cast?
It would be 16.
So just remember, that check is over the course of 6 hours.
Pardon?
For a Sifreek. Your rat catching takes place over the whole morning and afternoon.
Okay, well, I'm going to go down after a few minutes. I can't hear, so I'll just take the chance on getting caught.
I feel like I should let you know that no matter what you do, you can't arrive at this combat in time.
Okay,
but,
all right.
It seems
well, it's not going to stop him from trying.
You have knocked them both unconscious, Adam. What are you going to do with them now? What are you going to do with them?
Yeah, I know. This is.
You've only got a minute to decide, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to think
on
quickly.
The timer now.
Do you have any rope?
Let me double check my. I'm going to take their knives out,
Yes.
and I'm going to coup de grace both,
Ugh!
and
You remember the whole keel hauling thing?
and I will
I know what he's doing.
stab myself brutally with both of their knives using their hands. And then I will use my unarmed attack and smash both of their noses in towards their skull. They self-defense.
Okay. I want to point out you had an opportunity here and you didn't take it. I thought that you were gonna make it look like they killed each other. So, to keep the suspense going and to find out what happened in the fight, Sarissa, it's time for your daytime check. Would you like to swab those decks? Strength or con check?
Oh, yeah. I will swab those decks.
You will fail in your work. You are fatigued, and you are assigned to work in the bilges the next day.
Yeah. And
Alright.
I can't really do an influence. Oh, wait, I can go after some of the people who are not yet totally friendly.
Nope, we're gonna get to that. With the daytime checks. Because after about an hour, you're all hauled up on the deck, and you see Novardi is very bloody. He seems to have been stabbed, and he's claiming self-defense. And the captain points towards the box that's right in front of the wheel. It's a pure rusted metal box that seems to be about 3 feet by 2 feet and 1 foot. And they kick Novardi into the box and lock it.
Hmm.
It's still
Okay.
all bloodied.
Yep. So
Yep.
you're gonna take 2 non-lethal damage from stabbing yourself twice.
Okay.
And you are assigned to be keelhauled in the morning of the next day.
I did, by the way, I did memorize Air Bubble and Touch of the Sea. I'm not sure if that's going to help me during that at all, but
We'll see. Just remember that the whole time you're tied up. And if you see,
okay.
I'll leave it at we'll see. It might not turn out quite like how you expect. So let me just delete this here. Get this out of the way, and that counts as a CR2 fight for everybody. Okay, now we can do your daytime interactions. Novardi, of course, is interacting with the box, which is hot and sweaty. It's about 110 degrees in there, and you're knocked unconscious, basically. I could make you do the checks, but at some point you're definitely going to fail from the heat.
Life in the hot box.
Yep. So, Sifri, Sarissa, what would you guys like to do with your daytime and evening checks?
Man. Well, I wasted some of my time running around the ship trying to get down to where I could help out Novardi, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do much else.
You can take whatever check you'd like. I know you normally don't take a check, so...
No. Not unless there's nobody else around to help. There's nothing else I can do with that, so no, I won't.
Trying to figure out some pirate law to get him off on a technicality. Talking
Yeah.
to people.
Ask around all the ship's lawyers.
Oh, those ship's lawyers. They're so highly respected.
Mm-hmm. No, I won't do anything.
Sarissa.
Okay, so you said he only had 2 non-lethal from stabbing himself?
You'll heal that overnight.
Yeah, so I don't need to cure him. I don't have anything that will help him in the box with my spells.
Even get up on the deck back there.
Hmm?
Officers only by the wheel.
Alright. Might as well continue plan diplomacy. Patch salt.
Okay. So let's see here.
During the day. Oh my goodness, isn't this so terrible? I mean, whatever could have happened? I know that you were hanging out with that
Patch's like, listen,
narwhal
lady, I
guy.
don't want any trouble. You and your friends, you're maniacs. Navardi's a freaking insane guy. He stabbed them to death, like, repeatedly in the neck. I saw their bodies. I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight. Listen, I've shivved a good dozen men in my time, and I've never seen anything like that.
I know, it's terrifying what the quiet ones do when they get pushed too far. I had no idea he was capable of such a thing. Think it's better if we're all just friends. 22 diplomacy.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's gonna move old Patchy. 15 is a 14. You move 1 and 2, so you're gonna move him to helpful. All right. What would you guys like to do with your evening checks? Navardi is, of course, sleeping in his box.
Hey, between killing people and diplomacy, we have managed to get every member of Flug's crew.
Oh, that reminds me, you just moved someone else to helpful, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have we done anybody else today, or is it just one person?
I did patch during the day. I've been updating them. I haven't done my night roll yet.
No, I mean, did anyone else get moved helpful this session? Or was it just a friendly?
We got friendly on Mahim.
You got
and
helpful on Arita. Okay. So you get experiences if you had defeated both of them.
Well, I thought it only counted when I finally got them to helpful. So
right, you got
Mahim
Arita.
wouldn't.
You got Arita, right? And you just
Yes.
moved Patch, so that's each one fight. Navardi is the mad elf. Be friends or we will release Navardi on you. I like that. That's a pretty interesting thread. Alright, I've updated the EXP log correctly to reflect 2 more CR1 fights of successful diplomatizing. Patch does not want to mess with you. He's pretty sure Navardi's a lunatic and has the idea that you've implied that you can control him and influence which targets he attacks.
Yeah, see, I'm the, peaceful, helpful, not crazy one in this party.
Hey, if I survive this, Navardi wants to spread rumors that he's actually been using blood magic on his victims.
But I had all sorts of plans for screwing with Jaundice Jape. So I applaud your murdering him, but dang it, I wanted it.
So,
Just have to come up with other evil plots.
that night, Riaris Kryn comes up to Sarissa and says, "Well, I need a new carpenter's mate. I guess you're it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's gonna be everything you ever wanted."
Nice.
My
Well,
first
nothing.
task Sleeting the bilges.
If nothing else, our reputation is going to be exceedingly bloody. Wow.
All right.
Well.
Sifrig, what action would you like to take at night?
Blah. I'm afraid anything I do is just going to cause more trouble. I'm not going to do anything. I'll help Sarissa out if she needs anything other than that. I'm just going to lay low.
Okay. So, first thing in the morning, you guys wake up. They're preparing to pull Novardi out of the box and begin keel
I don't
hauling
get
him.
my evening act.
Oh, I thought that was your evening act. You just influenced somebody, or was that your daytime act?
My daytime act was influencing Patch.
Oh, okay. My apologies. You get an evening act as well.
Finishing off Badger.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. Shock, confusion, joy over becoming Carpenter's mate. Clarification of duties. Promises that I will not forget the people who helped me get there. 27.
He is now helpful as well.
Wow.
Managed to snipe that EXP right at the last second. Books, what are you rolling for? So
I completely forgot. I am proficient in light armor. I just completely forgot because it was the first time I wore it.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, right. The two of you need to decide what you're going to do with your rum.
I'll try to hide it.
Okay. You guys are the least drinkingest pirates around.
I'll go ahead and drink it.
I guess that puts my con back up at full.
Indeed. Sarissa will need to make a fort save. DC 5. Alright. And takes 2 con damage.
Ouch.
No one can control Novardi. Oh, man.
Novardi's going to have a heck of a reputation.
I think Novardi might be replacing Sifri as the #1 player character this week. See how the popularity contest goes.
Nice.
Alright, guys. I really wanted to do that random encounter, but I think we're going to save it for next session. Because I'll tell you what's happening. And when I'm finished, it'll be obvious why I want to save it, because we need Kirill here. In the morning, right when they're about to begin keel hauling Novardi, they start hog tying him. A lookout cries out, "Ship ahoy!" Harrigan comes from below decks. Like, as soon as the guy says "ship ahoy," Harrigan's on deck, like, instantly, and takes the wheel and immediately, like, spins it about. And he throws a cutlass down at Novardi's feet and says, "Someone untie that man. We're going to need every swab on deck. Now hoist the mainsail. Man the mizzenmast. And you there," he says, pointing at Novardi. "You're going first on deck on the enemy ship. That'll be your due." And you guys spend the day chasing the hostile ship, which has been identified as the Rahadumi merchant vessel, the man's promise. And the next morning, on your 21st day in pirates' captivity, you begin pulling close and the boarding action begins. so, to reiterate, Sifrig will be leading the boarding party, and Novardi must be the first pirate crew member on deck, on the hostile crew deck. I hope you guys are ready next time, because there's going to be so much more combat, and things are really about to change entirely for the party. The format that we are using is going to switch up, and we enter a new stage of play. I hope everyone here has enjoyed their time. We're going to spend a few more minutes chatting. If you've enjoyed this, please remember to subscribe, follow, or like, depending on what format you're using. And once again, please tweet us a one-word descriptor this week for a quest that you would like to see in the future. Next week we have the Were-Tiger Fiendish Dolphin Strike. Were-Tiger Fiendish Dolphin Strike. That's going to happen right at the beginning. It's going to take place during the boarding, and I've already figured out how it's going to work, and it's going to be awesome. But, again, if you have an idea for a future quest, tweet it at us. I hope you guys have a good night. Let's see what's going on with the party here. How did you guys feel that this session went? I know it was a little stranger than normal. I only had to cut out about 3 days, by the way. So either way, Sarissa, you would have taken over the whole ship. And it's fortunate that I cut it down when I did, or Plug would have had no one to beat down Novardi with, and I would have had to send somebody high level down there to kill him.
No, I thought it went good. I liked it.
I liked it. I thought it went amazingly well, considering. I'm astounded that Novardi was able to pull it off. Dude, when you said you could grab him, I choked to death. I'm like, wait, but.
I thought you were gonna stab both of them with the other's daggers and just be like they killed each other.
I didn't. That was definitely the smarter play, and I was just more thinking about my character's ambition and alignment, and how he'd want to spread the fear of his killer instinct among the crew, because that reputation, I think, is going to serve him better than actual, avoiding death. Is to avoid death in the future by, hopefully, not everyone going to try to mess with him in the by
Scaring the crap out of everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Lorraine, how did things go for your plan? I know you're only partway through your plot to overthrow Jaundice Jade, but you're already the Carpenter's mate.
As he's dead, there isn't a plot anymore.
No need to move your underthings into his locker.
Wasn't going to be mine. It was going to be Peppery Longfarthing's.
Oh, wow.
Because then I would solve the crime and befriend her and have bonuses as I diplomatized her.
That's some Nancy Drew Machiavelli level shit right there.
Yeah, but now it's not happening. So I will have to find other ways to entertain myself.
There's, oh gosh, what about
Novardi has reputation.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I as much as I appreciated the routine of the routine of the ship, where you're working as a crew member during the day, you've got night, duties, and it really did. I felt that like atmosphere vibe of being a sailor. It's like it's just hard work and little sleep, and you're just it's a hard life. And I didn't really, understand that until we went through that mechanics.
Oh, don't worry. That's not over yet.
Last session. But I was thankful that we didn't have to do the entire, repeat of, okay, let's do this for another, 2 hours of just banging away at these checks. And so I think the vibe, the sailor vibe, sunk in for me, at least last session. And this session, I was happy to depart from that.
So, for me, it almost seems like Sifri is kind of going as like the crew's defender, and Navardi is kind of coming out as like the crew enforcer at this point. If this was hockey, he'd be the guy that just body checks everyone in the penalty box. You want some blood magic? I got blood magic right here.
Yeah.
Well, no one's ever saw in Navardi and hand-to-hand combat do very well, and so I wanted to implement some.
Ham it up, make it look real badass.
Yeah, make it look like
I
they
caught
really
on to
got
that,
crushed.
and now everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, he murdered them all brutally."
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty good.
It's a good plot. It's a good way to turn it around. I think it came out even better than just having them kill each other, because obviously if they'd done that, Master Scourge and Mr. Plug would have had questions. But now they have an answer what happened down there, and there's no one to say otherwise.
Well, I think having a little bit of combat will shake things up too, because they can really see what we do.
Oh yeah, it's about to get. There's going to be quite a bit of combat for the next couple of sessions. It's going to still be the pirate stuff, but it's going to be interspersed with a lot more combat.
Well, and I think that's something that'll really show the rest of the crew, you know, what our little team can do. So,
is there any way to get to another ship besides, you know, the whole grappling rope and, you know, climbing aboard?
Fly, jump.
I plan on walking over.
Nice
it's not like they have a convenient staircase on the outside of the ship. I mean,
well, I'm just wondering if there. I'm just ignorant with like naval combat, so I was just.
Even Sarissa's walking on water is not going to help her because again, she'd have to get up the side of the ship somehow.
Yeah, which is an inverted slope.
Yep. So
yeah,
grappling
but
is pretty
it's
much
a lower check if I throw a grappling rope up with a tied rope and do it against the wall of the ship than if I try and clamber up.
I see. I've not made this clear. So, the training that Kroon was putting you guys in for was to like take mass on ships. You guys are the front boarding party. You're going to be the ones who like hook the enemy ship, then pull it physically side by side.
And then just jump across.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys are going to be the ones to eat the first wave of crossbows and arrows, of course.
Of course. Okay.
And Sifrig, you've been told to put the other two in front of you to save your own life, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
You know, Riaz Kryn just trying to help you out there, give you some good sage advice.
Some good advice, yeah.
I picture her like missing a few teeth and not keeping up appearances. I need to check hand down. Check on my handout, see if there's a picture. Oh,
there is.
Wow, that's awesome.
Master Gunner. She reminds me of Deep Space Nine. What was that race?
Kira?
Angry one.
Yeah, Kira. But their whole race had the nose like that. I can't remember.
The Bajorans?
That's it. The rings and the things on her ears all make me remind of Bajor. By the way, Deep Space Nine is fantastic. Benjamin Sisko is my favorite. He's even better than Captain Malcolm Reynolds.
So I don't know if this will help at all for tokens, and maybe this is not, you know, proper, but in the past I have been buying Pathfinder tokens, and I couldn't remember if I bought Skulls and Shackles. I did.
You got the minis.
Hey, there you go.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, I haven't looked at like the actual pawns themselves because it's been a year, but these pictures are really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the back, you know, I'm just, you know, and I don't know who these characters are, but the only character that comes to mind is the captain, and he looks like a badass.
Yes.
Because you described him with like the gold rings with the beard, that bald head.
Yep.
That dude. He looks awesome. Not to be trifled with.
Captain Barnabas Harrigan. All right, guys. Do we have anything we want to say before signing off? We'll see you next week, Dan. Show up. We need you.
Yeah, really?
Come on, nephew. We've cleaned the bilges out for you. They're sparkling.
He doesn't have to do that bilge work again. All right. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place, guys.
All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yep.
All right.
Good night,
Thanks,
everybody. It was
Arthur.
fun.
Right.
Good night. Thank
Yep.
you.